Hey there, Teddy Rumpskin here. Yeah. Whoa. Hey there, Teddy Rumpskin here. And yeah, today we're talking about Willow. And what a great fucking movie that is, you know. In fact, it's not really as appreciated as it should be. It is a fantastic fantasy adventure with wizards, warriors, and fire-breathing dragons. Lots of action and lots of fucking fun. I love Willow because it's fun, you know. It's not as heavy-handed as the Lord of the Rings trilogy, honestly. You know, this movie has more of a light heart and it's a lot of fun, you know. Movie stars Warwick Davis as Willow.
I'm Willow Upgood.
Who's really the star of the movie, you know. And it's kind of rare that there's actually a midget being the star of a major motion picture like this. I mean, is it racist to call him a midget? I mean, he is a midget after all. I mean, well, what are you supposed to call him? Dwarf? Little person? Is that the politically correct term? Because if I was a midget, I wouldn't want people calling me a little person. Fuck you. But I guess he is. He's a little guy. And actually, this movie has the largest cast of little people ever for a motion picture. Isn't it? Almost 300 little actors employed for the film to fill this little village here. It's really awesome, actually. You know, there's so much going on in the film. It's just amazing. You know, with Lord of the Rings, they got regular size actors to play little people. Wait, I don't like that. You know, get actual little people. You know, there's a lot of unemployed little people out there. They need to fucking work. Give it to them. You know. Fuck. And Warwick Davis is great as Willow. You know, you could make some similarities to the fucking, you know, Lord of the Rings, but Willow's very different from the Lord of the Rings. You know, for one, it's a hell of a lot shorter, and I think that's a good thing. You know, it's a good 2-hour movie, and it moves along very nice, keeps the pace going throughout the whole fucking film. Yeah. Well, basically, I guess it's similar to Lord of the Rings. You know. Except instead of a golden ring of power, there's a little baby that they find and have to protect, right? Well, because there's an evil fucking witch, queen, sorceress chick who wants to kill the baby. Why? Well, I don't know, fuck, because she's evil, right? She's kind of like the Emperor from Star Wars. And this guy is kind of like Darth Vader. But he looks like fucking Skeletor, which is awesome with that skull helmet. He's so fucking cool. But under the skull helmet, he looks like a fucking Klingon. With that fucking forehead. That's crazy. But he's fucking awesome. And fucking scary looking. He's cool. You know. So it borrows from Lord of the Rings, but it also borrows from Star Wars and Master of the Universe and a bunch of other things, you know. It borrows from a lot of places. And I think that's fucking cool. You know.
Have you found the child?
The search goes on, my queen.
So she wants to kill this baby, and in order to protect it, this old lady puts it on a river and floats it down the river, where it gets found by Willow. Well, actually, it gets found by Willow's kids, right? And Willow's kids find the fucking baby. And Willow, he doesn't even want the baby. He's like, get rid of it.
Push it downstream. Forget we ever saw it.
But then his fucking wife falls in love with the baby too. Like his wife and his kids both want the baby. He doesn't really want anything to do with it. You know, but they won't listen to him. Yeah, midgets are funny when they're fucking angry. He's all mad. That's fucking funny. What? It is racist calling him a midget, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not gonna call him a midget. He's a little person, right? Little person. So anyway, they take the baby to the Grand Wizard, who ask him what the fuck they should do with the baby, right? And the wizard says that they should take it back to the land of the tall people. Tall people are called Dakinis, right? Dakinis, right? And the little people aren't elves or, you know, halflings or hobbits. They're known as Nelwins. But there's even littler people than them. These little tiny people called brownies. Yeah, they're even smaller than that. So the idea is actually that you know, you may be small, but there's always somebody smaller than you. You know, I mean, Willow's small, but the baby's smaller than him. And smaller than him are little brownies, you know? And even smaller than the brownies, there's little fairies and shit. There's all kinds of cool stuff in this fucking movie, you know? Yeah, so anyway, they put together a little fellowship, you know, like the Fellowship of the Ring, except it's the Fellowship of the Baby, right? Yeah. I guess that, yeah, this is similar to Lord of the Rings, but I don't want to spend this whole fucking video comparing Willow to Lord of the Rings. It's its own fucking thing, and it's fucking cool, right? And it's not like the Lord of the Rings, not as heavy-handed as that fucking movie. This movie has a sense of humor, where the heroes actually make mistakes occasionally, right? Like the wizard, he picks up a rock and throws it in the air, turns into a bird. He's like, follow the bird to your destination. And the bird flies back to the village.
Ignore the bird. Follow the river.
That's funny, you know? Like, fuck the bird. You know? It's great, because the heroes actually make mistakes and stuff, you know? That's funny shit. So yeah, the Fellowship of the Baby, they journey across the land, across the mountains, until they fucking come to a road on the edge of the Daikini land, you know? Where they hope to fucking see some big people. And the first big person they find is Mad Mardigan, played by Val Kilmer, who's been locked in a cage and left there to fucking die. Right? Yeah. And other Nelwins are like, you know, hey, let's leave the baby with him. Like, fuck, that's a bad idea. He's clearly a criminal. Can't fucking do that. Right? Yeah, and about here is when fucking Mad Mardigan starts calling little guys pecs.
Give me some water, you measly little pecs!
They don't fucking like being called pecs, you know? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Peck?
But I mean, if midget is offensive, then peck must be really fucking offensive. Calling somebody a peck.
Peck? Peck, 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 peck. You be careful.
Yeah, so, you know, they don't want to give the baby to the guy in the cage. So they try to give the baby to some, passing soldiers. Like, hey, anybody want to take this baby? Please, take the fucking baby.
Out of the way, Peck!
But the soldiers don't want to take the baby because they're on their way to fucking war, right? What the hell? You know, and one of the soldiers recognizes Mad Mardigan in the cage. He's like, hey, let me out of the cage. Soldier's like, ha, you're in the cage. Nanny, nanny, nanny. It just fucking leaves him there. Like, yeah, he's a jerk. But, ultimately, Willow doesn't know what else to fucking do. So, they let fucking Mad Mardigan out of the cage. And, yeah, he's really happy. Happy to be finally out of there. Yeah. And give him the baby. Because, you know, he might be a nice guy. Who knows? And it's not really their fucking problem anyway, right? So, yeah, Willow and everybody goes back to the fucking village. Or they start to. Until they see this fucking bird. A bird has apparently stolen the baby from Mad Mardigan. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, so they run after the bird and then they get caught in a trap. And one of my fucking favorite scenes, where the midgets are actually tied up by even smaller people. You know, that's great. That's fucking awesome. You know.
Or I'll break your nose.
But then the Queen of the Fairies shows up, and basically tells Willow that the baby is very special, and she needs him to fucking take her to fucking safety. It's good fucking stuff, you know? So now Willow's on his way, being guided by a couple little brownies. A couple little, these tiny guys. They're actually pretty funny. You know, and one of them is played by Kevin Pollak, who you probably seen in other movies like The Usual Suspects. And he's really good here, you know? He's a small part. I mean, it's a really small part. He's even smaller than the little guy. But he brings a lot to the fucking role. And it's pretty fucking funny. Then fucking Willow runs into Mad Mardigan again, who's fucking dressed as a chick for some fucking reason. Yeah. And then together they have to make a daring escape. Yeah, because the bad guys are on their fucking tail, you know? And they hop on a fucking wagon and take off together, right? But I don't want to fucking tell you the whole fucking movie. I mean, come on. I mean, if you haven't fucking seen Willow, you really fucking should. It's a good goddamn movie, so you should fucking see it, right? It's full of fucking action-packed excitement and good fucking stuff. And one of the things that makes it so much fun is that, the characters don't necessarily like one another, Willow and fucking Mad Mardigan, they don't really get along, I mean, and they make mistakes, all the fucking time. At one point, Willow gets a magic wand, and he doesn't really know how to fucking use it right, So, and messing around with it, he accidentally zaps himself into a tree. Like, what the fuck? That's funny, And Mad Mardigan, he's not perfect. I mean, he wants to be a good guy, but he's kind of a bastard, But it's fun. It's a fun fucking movie. We're full of humor and action and fucking awesomeness, I mean, the fire-breathing dragon, is actually something Willow made by fucking accident, right? He's getting attacked by this troll. Fucking hate trolls.
Hate trolls.
And he zaps the fucking troll with the magic wand. But then, apparently that fucking... Oh, gross. What the fuck's going on? Whoa. He, like, transforms the troll into something. He kicks it into the fucking water. And then it, like, pops out of the water as a giant fire-breathing dragon. Like, shit, that didn't make things better. Fuck no. Holy shit. There's so much to fucking enjoy with this fucking movie. And I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't fucking seen it already. If you haven't fucking seen Willow, go fucking see it. Because it's fucking awesome, And if you have seen it, then you know what I'm talking about, right? So yeah, Willow's awesome. Yeah. So fucking next time, keep it real.